Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome to Morphopolis. Now this, as far as I can tell, is a hidden object puzzle game, and this was gifted to me by Kingemocut. So this is gonna be our next playthrough. It's going to be mostly blind, I want to say. I did a short little bit of playing around with this just to ensure that it worked and everything, although the first recording I attempted didn't exactly work out, as in, it was impossible to stop recording the game at a certain section. I'm not really sure what the cause of that was. This game doesn't really have much instructions except for little hands from invisible people that let you know, hey, you're supposed to click on the thing and then they'll make the thing happen, and yeah, there's absolutely no text to guide you as far as I know, and I got somewhat stuck at one area. So I only played a little bit of this particular level, but we have Jerry the insect over here. Now Jerry cannot move his legs on his own. You need to assist him by pointing and holding down in that direction. So we're gonna help Jerry get by. You can see that there's another victim, unfortunately, who is trapped at the bottom of the food chain down there. And we cannot do anything to assist him, unfortunately, so Jerry is gonna pretend he's a bat, because caterpillars are suddenly bats. And if you click on Jerry once again, you'll find he actually requires a couple of nutrients, I suppose. So the giant bee over here is going to provide the nutrients by making them all puffy and popcorn-like. And once you do that, the bee's gonna get bored. I'm not really sure why the bee gets bored, but he figures, I need to spend time pollinating this little flower over here. And when you do that, you find out that he needs a bunch of leaves. So clicking on all of these totally hidden leaves over here, then you can enter a new puzzle, which would be not the bees. By clicking on the bee, you can enter a puzzle which involves this thing. I have no clue what the aim of the game is right here, and this is where I got stuck, so we might be here for a short amount of time, or a long amount of time. There's really no telling, because the game doesn't specifically inform you what it wants out of this, and like, I'd assume it wants me to match up the yellow, but at the same time, it looks like it wants me to match up pink colors, and this is all just a little bit confusing for me personally, because I'm bad at puzzle games. So, yeah. It looks like there are stems on pretty much each individual shape, but they all look the same color. Like, they all look green to me, and I might just be colorblind in some areas or something. I've really no clue. But this is gonna take me quite a long time, I'd imagine, because I'm bad at puzzle games. The last puzzle game I did blindly was, like, Road to Gehenna DLC for the Talos Principle, and, well, that definitely took me quite a long time. There were lots of parts to that particular playthrough, and that was mostly due to the fact that I was under some harsh copyright strike at the time, and I couldn't upload videos longer than 15 minutes, so a lot of my ramblings had to be shortened down to 15-minute to 9-minute videos, and, well, I don't know how different it's gonna be for Morphopolis, but I'm gonna be stuck here trying to solve this one for a while, and I guess I'll let you know by speaking out aloud again if something different actually occurs, because, yeah. Okay, so I just learned that I am a complete and total dunce, and that you have to match these shapes according to the background shapes, so you can see, hey, you know, this upside down triangle, it goes in the upside down triangle slot. I don't know how I missed this, and at this point, I'm really not going to question it, because I'm a professional puzzle master, as you can see. I don't want to taint my reputation just yet, so let's make sure all of the puzzle pieces match in their appropriate positions. Welcome to Relaxing Puzzle Time with Sirius Sakor. I am your host, Sirius Sakor, and this is Morphopolis, and we are going to match all the shapes in their appropriate positions, and then maybe, just maybe, we could get a move on with the game. Look at that. We have got an achievement for doing that. I guess I should maybe pay a little bit more attention to what exactly is happening on the screen, and I might get a better sense of what I'm doing, because I don't need hints. I am a manly puzzle solver who doesn't need hints, because hints are for people who don't know how to solve puzzles. And clearly I am a puzzle master because I'm playing Morphopolis. I would like to comment on the music in this game as well, as that this is really beautiful music. I could probably listen to this while studying, which is probably what I should be doing, but that's going to be a little bit of a detailed topic that I'd rather not get into. So we've collected all the popcorn kernels, and now Jerry may thrive on all the popcorn kernels. Come on, Jerry. Thrive. Jerry? Jerry, I really need you to cooperate with me here, Jerry. Is that I want to get away from this particular puzzle screen, but no, it's just gonna make the sound of a tin can, indicating I'm doing something incorrect here, and I don't know what. Maybe the B will give me hints. Or maybe I should just click aimlessly on everything on the screen, because that usually is how I end up solving puzzles sometimes, is I just click on things, spam click all over the place. You'll eventually figure it out. I didn't select it properly according to the game, so it got really picky about that one for me. Fine. Then I'm just going to collect all of the little oranges scattered around here. At least I think they're oranges. It's because they look like oranges that I'm just going to tell myself, yeah, these are definitely oranges. Sweet, delicious oranges. There we go. Got all the tangerines. Now then, Jerry, thrive! Jerry? I don't know, I think Jerry's stuck. He's not going to really tell me anything about the current situation at hand. Huh. Well then, Jerry, if you could just interact with Mr. B over here, then the screen's fading to black. Oh, he's entering the stage of metamorphosis. Right. It's like we're playing Morphopolis or something. Well then, yeah, I solved puzzles, guys. Yeah, that was number 1 out of the way. I guess we could keep going. Let's go to number 2. By Macro Games. Or Macro? Miyacro? I'm gonna call these guys Miyacro. Just because it makes things a little bit less tedious to say micro and macro in the same sentence. So what is the scenario here? It looks like we've got lots of bugs. Wow, this is probably not a game for the squeamish, I'd imagine. Alright, let's start clicking on things and make magic happen. So there's this giant guy over here. He seems a little bit lazy, but we could help fix that problem by clicking on objects. Yes. Let's just keep spamming click on this guy. He's really gaining some sort of form of pleasure out of this happening. I'm getting uncomfortable. So, it looks like it's telling me you have to click on the legs. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna hold down click on this guy, who derives great pleasure out of it. The screen flashed. Is there a rainstorm in the background? Probably. Right. Click on the guy. Make him move. Come on, yeah, move those little bug limbs. You're getting this. Come on. Come on, I believe. Frank, I really need you to crawl out of your sack there. That's actually very helpful. It will at least help me solve puzzles in the end, because that is the aim of the game here. Ah, something has changed. The tides have turned. We have reached a higher destination, which would be the next flower in the stage of evolution. Now please stay on the screen, because I would prefer to look more at this than at the guy who's just being a total lazy little bug down there. Look at him do that funky little dance too. That's just adorable. Okay, make your way over to the pod. Interact with the pod. Be the pod. Be the bees. I miss that bee dude. He was actually pretty helpful. He pollinated things. This guy, he really likes to crawl around a lot. I'm sure by pressing and holding down buttons, however, I can make magic happen, because that seems to be happening at the moment. Oh no, this other bug, he's being a total bully. He's not gonna let him climb up. Well, that's just rude, isn't it? Well, we need something to remedy this issue. And clearly he needs a distraction. Let's click on all of the fruits we can find, and maybe that will be enough to distract him and allow my little friend to reach a new destination. I'm missing a few more. There's one. There's another. Viewers, I need your assistance in locating these remaining little berry things. I don't know what to call these, but I'm gonna go with berries because I'm a nonsensical person, and this game doesn't make much sense to me because I don't recall learning this particular part of metamorphosis in science class. But eventually, if the viewers will point out to me the right direction of where to find these extra fruits, then we might just be able to win the game right here. Although I guess there's also these little pieces of string that it wants me to point out as well. So I guess I can maybe go after those two if I just so happen to notice them. But wow. This game is really pretty to look at, by the way. A little bit confusing on the depth perception at times, but once you stare at it long enough, then all the images will start to make sense to you, I guess. Like, this is a giant flower, this bug sitting over here. You might not notice some of these things at first. It took me a little bit of time, I certainly know that much. I still can't guide my little friend up the leaf, however. I'm still missing a couple of fruits. Maybe if I go back down to the original screen, there will actually be a couple things which I'm missing. I'm gonna guess that's the case because it looks like that this is advanced, innovative bug technology right here, and we need to use this proper system to actually figure out where some of these fruits are. Yeah, there's two of the other ones, so now we have access to the next piece of the puzzle. I suppose while I'm down here I could look for a few more bits of string. At least those aren't too difficult to locate, I've gathered. How many more do I need? I need 4 more. Maybe I was incorrect. These are very difficult to gather. And I still don't know why it wants me to, like, point out the legs as well, like the bug legs. At least I think that's what this is implying, but I can't really interact with those, so clearly that's not the step to take at the moment. Fine, let's head back up the giant flower and investigate. Okay, Carl, I've gotten you your fruits. Now please, let me past. There we go. Now Carl's gonna go bugger off somewhere else. Really, that's all it took. Like, all we really had to do was ask him nicely, and he probably would have changed his mind about not letting us pass. And meanwhile, Jerry over here is just gonna continue doing a dance if I move my mouse back and forth. That is really funky looking. Okay. Jerry, we could climb up to a potential third screen. Oh god, yeah, there's definitely more content. Advanced innovative puzzles in Morphopolis. Okay, let's continue looking for those pieces of string, because I'd imagine there's probably still a few over here. This looks a little bit... yeah, I don't think this guy is really happy with me being in this territory. He's putting his little stick legs up and going, yeah, you want to fight? You don't want to mess with me. I know all of the martial arts, so I shouldn't mess with him. Instead, I will continue to click on things randomly and hope for the best, because that is what I do. Of course, I might have missed something in the previous screens, and that seems like a more likely answer at the moment, because I'm not finding anything that resembles these little pieces of string at the moment. That's somewhat problematic. Yeah, I can't make much progress here. Oh. Well then, let's head back down, and maybe we can locate something down there. It would be kind of nice if I wouldn't have to hold down the button, and maybe I could just use the arrow keys to go down to the next screen. I feel as though that would be a little bit more convenient, but I didn't design this game. Oh, there's another piece of string. So, the pieces of string are still slightly hidden, but we can definitely take a look. It looks like some of them are hidden inside these pods, and I don't really know how to access them. I guess the bug might be able to interact with those somehow. Like, I could click on them and maybe he'll bust them open and reveal those little pieces of string. I don't know, he's not really doing anything. He always... oh, there we go. Yeah, suck the content dry and we shall continue forward. That was kind of unexpected, actually. A good sense of a puzzle right there, I must say. Morphopolis, you are definitely the master of bugs being bugs. And I can respect that. So, theoretically, there should be one more hidden around here, and I'm gonna check the lower screen. That seems to be the most likely place of where this final piece will be hidden, because I didn't find any other ones around. Yeah, it's over there on that particular flower stem. So... or on that leaf, I should say. This isn't a stem. The stem would be the singular piece that holds this flower up. I know my terminology from science pretty decently well, I think. Although, playing Morphopolis probably won't help me in the long run when it comes to doing the GED, because the GED is a wonderful thing. And I'm having difficulty actually signing up for that bloody thing, because site glitches and whatnot. I need to... I need to locate all the bugs. All the creepy crawlies. Okay, let's collect all of the creepy crawlies that resemble the creepy crawlies on the little bubble over here. And we'll make progress, I guess. That creepy crawly over there is a little too big. Fine, we will ascend once more.